And we are live. We're going to be opening some Shadowverse Advent of Genesis. I got 10 of these to open today, but I got a really good sale on them, about $30 each. But I'm mainly looking for the let's switch the card view. I'm mainly looking for the Bellringer Angels, things like that. Those sell for quite a bit. I'm still navigating OBS, getting used to being live. So it's interesting. But I have music this time. That way, when no one's watching, it won't feel so lonely. But like I said, we have Execution, Bellringer Angel, things like that are some of the hits. If we look at what they're selling for, we got a Bellringer Angel, just a regular gold for $17.75, which is really good for just a gold. Foil just bumps it up by about $6, but Execution is the one that's really surprising. It is, let me find it. Also the foils. Oh, Execution. I just went right by it. So for an actual just silver card, $5 each, I definitely want a bunch of those. But all right, let's get cracking. Silver bolts, those sell for a decent amount also. And quick. Let's see what this actually does. Select an enemy leader or enemy follower on the field, draw a card, and then deal X damage to the selected enemy. X equals the number of cards in your hand. I'm looking for more of the undead cards as far as digging in the graveyard. I just like that mechanic in general. Ancient Alchemist, also another one that sells decent on tcgplayer. Ooh, got a special foil. Ayla Dragon Knight. At first, I didn't like the actual foiling of these cards, but they've grown on me. Actually, let me reverse. I should probably start organizing these as I go. Between rarities, gold, bronze, tokens. There's so many tokens. Silver, bronze. I don't know if they should actually have the tokens in every single pack. I have a stack of them. They're thick and just take up so much space. Well, I could sell them. The shipping on them, fitting them in an envelope is not great. All right. Haven't even made it through the first booster box yet. Again, looking for Bellringer Angels and Executions. Hey, what's going on, Prodigious? Yeah, I'm hoping for the Executions because they're uncommon, or they're silver in this game, and they're worth $5 each. Bellringer Angels is $17, and that's a gold. This looks like it would be worth something, but I forgot how much it is. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. I'm just going to search. Search is a lot easier than scrolling through everything. Arch Summoner. And just the regular version, 50 whole cents. Okay, that's not great. Yeah, I was expecting a lot more. Ancient Elf, though, isn't too bad. The Evolve version doesn't go for as much. I don't believe. Ancient Elf. Yeah, 84 cents on that one. It's not great. A jank deck. Is it still going to be the... I don't remember if you're going Dragoncraft or something else. But I'm pretty sold on Abyssal Craft. And I hope... So they have these ghost tokens. And I'm hoping they make ghost of different things. So, for example, ghost of... there's a rabbit mancer. And I want to see some ghost rabbits on the... on the field. I think that'd be pretty cool. If they ever do that. Joan d'Arc. The Dragon Starter deck. Some may try to use the base. Boxes just go wild. Yeah, I haven't looked into Dragoncraft much. I don't know what their big thing is. I'm assuming big creatures, big swings, things like that. Good luck with the poll. Thank you. Hopefully I get... I again really like this foiling. It looked basic when I first started opening Shadowverse, but this grew on me. The only thing that concerns me about this game in general, though, is... Well, I see a lot of people buying the singles, like tons of people, a lot of people in California. There's no LGS where I'm at that actually plays it. They advertise it, but they don't actually have any games going on. So I don't know what's happening there. Lord out of me. Well, this is a Departed. It doesn't really fit in my deck idea that I'm trying to do, because it seems like it's just a big follower, but doesn't really do much. Oh, there we are. Execution. I'm so happy about a silver card. $5 right there on its own. And a Bellringer Angel. There we go. Pack alone, probably about $23. Because again, these are going for like 17. Let me put these over by the hits. Sometimes it's all not about the legendary or the ultras or anything like that. Just the regular utility of some of these cards. I had sleep somewhere. That deserves a drink. It's not actual alcohol, by the way. I stopped drinking about a year ago, so I'm trying to find like a non-alcoholic wine that I like, but it just tastes like juice. Just straight juice. Yeah, I just need to keep hitting packs like those, and I will be set. All I care about is getting my money back, really. Because then if I get my money back, I can keep buying. It supports the game, and I can start making decks from it. But I have to make this awful choice of, do I sell this for $5 or do I hold on to it for my decks? How much is that Forte Ultimate? Let me look it up real quick. Cerberus. The SL. Where's the ultimate one? I think I'm blind. All I see is this one for $27. It's on the top row. I am blind then. Oh, I think I saw the $120 and I was just like, I'm not even gonna think about it. That's a pretty sweet looking dragon rider though. Oh man. I don't even what's the hit percentage of this though? Or the pull percentage? Because I've only even the let's see, I've only pulled one. And I think it went is like $20. It's like in the newer set. You get 3 ultimate 2 liters per close. I've gotten 3 liters so far. I don't know where I put them, but I have them. They were Erica and there was I got this one also as far as the leader. Set 2 onward, this changes. Did they change it with the reprint of Advent of Genesis, or is it the same pull rate? There's some non-alcoholic bubbly wine that tastes exactly like peach rings. It's an amazing drink. You have to send me what it's called so I can pick it up and try it. Because I swear I'm just drinking sparkling juice um, at a premium price. I kind of want that nasty wine kind of flavor. But then going back to the cases, so I've been buying these. I haven't been buying them by the case just because, the actual cost. And I always wonder if someone pulled all the good cards and was just selling the rest on TCG Player. Because so far, everyone I've bought off TCG Player at a discounted price, there's been nothing in it. I might just be blaming, just my bad pulls on people thieving the good cards. I've also struggled making decks with this game just because of the 3-card limit. I'm used to the 4. And the Evolve deck is 15 cards. It's like how many of the Evolve versions do you need in there, or want in there, I should say? Buying a full case. I just don't know if I want to spend all that money on the game. What part are you afraid of? Like you'll get a case, but then no one will play it, or like the game will die. Shadow Assassin. Ooh, Shadow Assassin combos right there. Evolved also. Because I sometimes worry that I won't have anyone to play with besides through webcam. But I know there's players out there. Craze Executioner seems to be, I don't know, a staple in a lot of decks, just seeing how often, I sell out of them. But it's not a Departed. It is a what is that? A Cutthroat. So I don't have him in my kind of theme deck of necromancy. Single largest purchase I've made on TCG. I don't know what I'd do there either. Because how much are we talking? We're talking, is it like half off? Or is it like 25% off? Good, Gabriel. She is going for... Let's see. Only $1. Oh, but a Merlin. Merlins are selling for quite a bit too. The Evolve version, I don't think one of them sells for more. Merlin, let me just... Yeah, Merlin in general. So you got a $30 card if it's at SL. Evolve version only $410, but I'll take it. But I will say you could do worse buying a case on a different game, though. I know what you shouldn't buy a case of, and that's Star Wars. And you know how much I hate Star Wars, though. And then also you got to remember too, these have less packs in them. Less packs, less cards compared to, Pokemon or something like that. Get a case for $36 a box. Screw Star Wars. Yep. 36 a box for Genesis, or like what set is it? Lucifer. He's going for a pretty penny, if I remember right. I gotta know. Lucifer is going for... I lied. He is going for just $324. $35 card. Hold on, let me look at this. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Spiked up 30-something dollars and a slow downswing. Wonder why. Let's see. Where is he? Vaultless follower, ward at the start of your end phase, give your leader +4. It seems pretty powerful to me. I don't know what the problem is here. Cost 7 to bring out. A little more late game, but that seems like a pretty powerful ability. Second wave Genesis. Said when Drive was too good and it ran it. Did they ban cards yet? Rose Queen, I don't believe she's worth that much. I sold a couple of her. Less $30. The cheapest booster box I found to date. Yeah. You run into a big problem just because you're in Canada and the shipping price. Because I could probably, all the stores around me, you've been watching me anyways, all these clearance sales selling things for cheap. But what's the meta for Shadowverse anyways? Like I didn't want to look just because I didn't want to sway my decision on what to make, because that happens when I play games. I'll be like, I want to play this type of deck and find out it is the best deck out there. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want an underdog story where I come back with a deck that's not that great. For example, the horse scroll crosser set 2 restriction. Dragon Crest cards got for a card that's busted. I opened 1 box of the horse scroll ones, and then not 1 box, but I made a video opening them. I think it was 5 boxes, and I got a bunch of the starter decks just to see. And they seemed like they could be powerful, but at the same time, not really. Because then you have to use the your evolve, your evolve side deck with carrots and everything. And then I also read that in Japan, the horse girl decks dominated, so they kind of toned them down a little bit. All right, got a Forte. Just a regular version of her. Let me look up how much that costs. $12. $12. It's not bad. Just has Storm. I don't know what the actual evolved version does. Let me see. Evolved, Storm, and Aura. Right. It seems that they're very generous with the pulls in Shadowverse in general, because I haven't had a booster box that was completely, just dead's not the right word, but I never had an actual box that didn't have anything good. Canada, awful. Never discount any boxes. Places still sell classic collection at full price. There's no way anyone's okay. This is nice. Cerberus, but an SL version. Should be 30-ish. Let's check it out. I don't like the ability that it has, though. It is about 28. It says $28, near mint. It dropped 28, but 30. Looks like everyone's trying to do a TCG player low on everything, just drives the price down, but I might list it for about 30 just to see. I don't like being the lowest all the time. That wouldn't be bad. How far do you live from Detroit? Or is that too far for you to go drive down? Another Bellringer Angel. Another $17 there. What about a package forwarding company? I heard those are okay. You know, we send it somewhere to a warehouse in the United States and then they ship it off to Canada. Ooh, another Cerberus. Just the regular. And speaking of just nuns in general, that you know, this deck, the starter deck, also has some pretty expensive cards in it. I forgot which one it was, but I've been selling it for about $5 each, and I bought the decks for 10 each. And we have the evolved version. If only I wanted to play dragons. Yeah, this box is doing good. Soul conversions too sell for a little bit. Select the follower in your field, destroy it, and draw 2 cards. Same with silver bolts. Sell a lot of those. Actually, I sell a lot of everything. And that's how I got into it at first. I saw some boxes for cheap, bought them, and I was like, I'm gonna hate this because, you know, it's not the art that I like. But I played some games, and it's familiar and different enough. Closest border 3 hours. Forwarding service. Ah, yeah. Unless you want to make a 7-hour road trip just to pick up some cards. Got an archer. I'd be worried though about mail forward services just because it's another place for it to stop and get lost. Execution, perfect. I'll take it. Last pack in box 2. It's your first TCG. Oh, wow. I don't hear that often. Usually people say they used to play Pokemon, they used to play Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Those are the 3. What got you into playing TCGs, though? Actually, that option might not be bad if your parents can pick it up for you. Nostalgia. I've never heard of this game until I started my YouTube channel, and I was looking for unique TCGs and everything, just to find out that this has been around for a while. Ancient Elf. I believe that's a decent price on her. But then I looked at it, I was like, okay, so it's a game. And then I played a little bit. There's where it walks you through the story. And then there's an anime, but I tried watching the anime and it was confusing. At least the first little bit, but I didn't give it too much of a shot. I probably should have kept watching. Sweet Sea Queen, she's not worth too much. Phone games. Was it fun though while you played it? Because I tried Yu-Gi-Oh! Was it just Duel Masters? I think is what it's called. And then Pokemon Live. I like it, but nothing beats opening real packs. Moon. Don't think she sells for too much. Evolved Sea Queen. Like what I think this game has going for it also is just the resource system, how it goes up, every turn. That way you don't have to get mana screwed. You don't have to sacrifice any of your cards because a lot of card games are now starting to make it so you can place any card as a resource, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. I'd rather hold on to all my cards. Played it on PC, on Steam. Client feels old. I wonder if they will. Hopefully they will release. I don't know if they're going to release a client. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but I would imagine that they want to drive more people to the physical card game. Another execution. Oh, so they are making a new game. No more new cards. It's shifting to the new game. You think the new game is going to be like this? Because I heard this was like the online game, but also kind of different. Like I don't think they have the evolve zone, if I remember what I read. Global release this year. Well, I mean, that's cool that they have things coming out and support. I know. Actually, I don't remember if it's Bushiroad or Cygames. Like one of them owns a lot of different IPs and everything for anime and games. So they have a lot of crossover potential. Like I think this game has it can stick around. I'm not too worried about it disappearing or dying or anything like that. Unless the company gives up on it. MMORPG features. That could be interesting. I don't think I've seen that where they mix the two together. Hey, bellringer angel. So we got a play set right here. Yup. Do I sell them or do I keep them though? Because I can put them in any deck, and they have the utility of the card draw, ward, evolve. I don't remember what the evolve version does though. Flaming glass, that one's not worth too much, and then a evolved Lucifer. It's like when the packs are good, they're really good. I don't remember. Was he on the list of expensive cards? The actual evolved version? No, he is not. Starting anything to get red, that at least would be a good way. Yeah, who knows? They have to have a tie-in with this game, whether that's lore. I imagine that it would just make the enjoyment of the card game a lot better. Because I know people that played the game in the Discord channel and on Reddit, they're all talking about cards. And they were like, oh, it used to be so good in the actual video game version, but not so much in the physical card game version. So the reason to keep them power crept. I don't know if they fit in with what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have a lot of graveyard effects. Bring back from the dead, a lot of ghost tokens. Like just a lot of ghost tokens is what I'm trying to look for. I don't know if it's viable. I got to figure out something to do with all these tokens. There's one legendary departed, follower that I want to get, but I forgot what set he's in. He's not in this set. I know his evolve version. If he gets destroyed, it just goes into your extra hand. So you only need one of them. And I want to say he's the guy that makes the ghosts have more strength. That's 3. I also got to find some more royalty-free music. I just clicked the first playlist I found. Another execution. Oh, what is this? She's looking fancy. Just put that down. What is this? Is she up there in the hundreds or no? Oh, $3. That's not it. Where is she? That's Evolve version? Yeah. $60. Loving it. Oh, it's like I feel good about that one. All right, let me sleeve her up. You said how many of these were per case? That's a nice pull. Put her off the side. I was excited for this execution, but not for seeing that. All right, Prodigious, does it make you want to buy a box now? Or a case, I should say. Two laters. Nice. Their Arch Summoner. I'm going to convince you to get a case Actually, no, don't listen to me. I don't want to be the reason if you don't pull anything. All right, that fourth bell ringer's coming. We didn't even get any evolve version of the bell ringer either. Someone was telling me that Rhinoceroach was very powerful in the actual video game. But card games aside, prodigious. If you were to buy a case of any TCG out there, which one would it be? There's Spectral Wizard. And it can't be like Alpha Magic or anything like that. Like something modern, it's still going. Infinite money, it'd be one piece. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot you play One Piece a lot. I could not find One Piece at a reasonable price. I bought some boxes for around, I think it was $90, and I did not think they were going to jump in price as much as they did. Both of you would go One Piece? I don't know. But okay, I tried watching One Piece, but I watched it as an adult. I watched it maybe like 2-3 months ago, and I couldn't really get into it. But I did like the Netflix live action one. That was pretty cool. One Piece and reasonable has to there. You can't keep boxes at, you know, I want to say over 100, but that's not even the case. What is it? Over 200 on some of them? 300, 400? It makes me want to get my just a business license, which I don't actually know if I need a business license, but register myself as a card shop just so I can get some One Piece. But what would be the purpose of them making it overpriced? Because Bandai, for example, they don't get extra money. Like they're not getting the aftermarket value of people selling the boxes for $300. If they did print them, like mass printing, do you think it would solve the problem? Would people be able to find the actual find the cards? Or would scalpers just buy them all anyways? Because Lorcana was that way too. Lorcana, people bought the boxes up real quick and they hiked up the price. But in the end, it's still like you can find them now. I bought a Lorcana box, the newest set, on clearance. Yeah, who knows? I don't know what I would tell Bandai. There's your fourth bell ringer angel. But I don't know. Yeah. If I was sitting on Bandai meetings, I don't even know what I'd tell them because I want to say, I just loaded these packs. Like I want to say focus on certain games because they're letting like Battle Spirits, they're kind of letting them down there. Digimon's doing okay. But for some reason, One Piece just exploded. And to me, it didn't even sound like it was. I would never think One Piece and card game would be, put together. There's other IPs. Star Wars I saw as a card game before One Piece. It's like One Piece's world is so big, but it's still, I mean, it's so restricted. It's still One Piece, just wacky characters doing pirate stuff. There's the Bellringer Angel evolved. $5, I believe, somewhere around there. But ward on evolve, select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 2 damage, and then draw a card when it dies. Are the singles for One Piece holding up? Besides the very rare chase cards? Ancient Elf evolved. Manga I don't understand. Why are the manga cards? Why are they more expensive than the other ones? Go for about $25 to a few dollars, unless it's meta card. Secret rare, higher rare. Okay, so the collector side is what's driving the prices up. Then it sounds like. Like, how much would it be if I wanted to get into One Piece right now and be able to compete at a local level, not in the worlds or anything like that? Just show up to my LGS and just wreck them. $50, $100. I still have a stack of One Piece cards that aren't selling at all. Another execution. Meta cards, way too expensive. 50 or something. 50 or something compared to a few hundred. I don't got a few hundred to throw in a card game. A single card game. I mean, I've thrown plenty of money in TCGs. Do you have an example of a meta card that I can look up? Like one that's super expensive? And is it like, I know everyone doesn't play Battle Spirits, but for example, if you go to play Battle Spirits in regionals, worlds, and everything like that, you're basically playing the same deck. Everyone brought the same deck with a couple of outliers. I wonder if One Piece is like that also. Queen blocker from the from the starter deck. If that's the case, then how much is the actual starter deck? Got a Lucifer evolved. Oh, I'm getting unorganized. Let me see. Let me look up. Queen blocker. That's about 4 or 5 meta decks. What's the actual name of the card that you're thinking about from the starter deck? And Katakuri secret rare. Merlin evolved. Got another one. Let's look up Katakuri. OP3. So we got the alternate art, $100. And then the regular one going for 60. Yeah, that's two. And how many of them do you? Oh, never mind. There's $222 one right there for the leader. I wonder how many of those you need in a deck, though. If it's just one, maybe I could go out and get a deck with just just buying one of those. Four category, four queen? Nah. No, that's asking too much. I give it maybe like one more year, and then One Piece will come down in price. That's my prediction, at least in the new sets. I think the old sets will always be high. And with those prices, you would think that like the finance bros out there would be driving it up, but there's so many people at my LGS playing One Piece. They have the biggest turnout. I believe it beats out Magic. Pokemon doesn't have many people where I go to play. 3 cards. You need of at least 40 each. Is it 60 cards for a One Piece deck? Or is it 50? That's the first time I pulled her today. Aurelia Regal Saber. 50 cards. I guess it's not too bad. It could be worse at 60. But I don't see too many people playing for fun. All right, got a Merlin. That's a nice hit. And whoa, even better, even better. What is happening with this pack? Need more packs like this. I was blessed today. All right, we're doing good on the Angels. Again, $5 executions. And most people buy these in play sets too. So every time I have 3 of them, all of them are gone. I should make a Merlin count. I don't know if I actually pulled another Merlin. I did not. Just the Evolve version. 5 out of 5. We're going to try to get 10 out of 10. So I don't know if I agree with them. Well, I guess it's not up to them when they give cards out for regionals and like worlds. Like they're not the ones saying these cards are worth $5,000. But I think it's a nice motivation to get people to play if they can sell the card for $5,000, unless there is a cash prize also. Are they just giving promos, or are they giving cash and those promos? Because if so, I mean, sounds like you could be a One Piece professional and make a living off of it. If you can get the boxes, sell the cards, win the tournaments, sell the promos. Like, forget about the 9-to-5 job. Another box down. This is my second time live streaming, and I'm always like, yeah, I'll get through these boxes in like, 30 minutes. But I forget how many packs are actually, in 10 different booster boxes. There's quite a bit. One Piece players, content creators full time. That's the dream. At least for me. Merlin involved. I just don't have the focus to play one game and talk about one game. I got to do it all. Bellringer Angel. Let's go. It's going to be in every box. Every single box. You know what? I'm calling it. This box is going to have 2 of them in there. Just getting a collection. I need to figure out how to start doing giveaways also. Like, I saw someone on Twitch who had like a ticketing system. Like you watch 15 minutes, and every 15 minutes that goes by, you get a ticket. And then at the end of the stream or at a certain time, it calculates who the winner is, and then they get cards. If I can figure out how to do that, I'd like to run some of those. Like, I don't need all these Bellringer Angels. If I can get a system like that in place, I'd be fine sending them out to people. Just as a thank you for watching. But I have to do research. I don't even have a Twitch account. Got another Merlin. This box is looking really good. Prodigious, did you ever figure out what your main TCG is going to be? Right. I mean, that's true. They may have taken the big hits, but I ended up with the bell ringers. Dimensional shift's worth a lot in foil. Let me look this up. Some of those surprised me. Dimension shift. No way. So we're looking at a $9 card right there. Let me just throw that in here. I didn't know. I'm used to seeing for maybe like $1 or $2. But thanks for pointing that out. That's a hit for sure. What's I gonna do? Need to figure something out. Got the yeah. Need to figure something like that out too. Give it a stream. Yeah. Premium foil going for 20. Is it at least a silver version of it? Ooh, there's my rabbit necromancer that I have in my decks. Yeah, how are we gonna handle our giveaway when we play some of these games together? Because I didn't think about it at all. Oh, wait a minute. This is a SL. Not bad. But yeah, there's so many tricks and things you can do with streaming. Like when people subscribe, something pops up on the screen, makes a noise, or things they can click on. Overlays that do all these fancy things. I gotta do a lot of research. And then does anyone even care when it comes to like Twitch about card games? I don't know if I should be streaming there also. Yeah, I got some boxes of the other 2 sets. I haven't opened them yet. I want to, but they're kind of just sitting there. I've been opening things for probably this entire week and have listed 0 cards. Had a lot of returns too. Something about this month, people are just not returning. A lot of issues with shipping. Like I'd send out cards and they're like, I never got them. I never got them. So it's just been kind of a bad month. May just take down everyone's name, put them in a wheel and spin it. Why not? Another execution and a ShadowverseEvolved. Yeah, but how many giveaways is too many giveaways though? So when are you actually going to spin the wheel? Like let's say someone pops into your your stream, your live stream, our live stream when we do it. And then they're like, all right, spin the wheel and then get the free cards and just leave. Does that count? Would you still send the cards to that person? All right, last pack of this box. All right, next box, next Bellringer Angel. I have 4 left. Yeah, we'll figure it out as far as the giveaway goes. I actually have those. I have 3 packs of Lorcana that I said I was going to do a giveaway for when I reached 1,000 subscribers. But I don't know if I should still do it because it's not even special anymore. Like at the time when I said that, people were having a hard time finding Lorcana. But now I don't even know if anyone cares for just, 3 packs. We're slowing down the hits. Oh, looks like a Merlin in the back. Oh. The SL Merlin. We are back on track with the hits. Yep, spoke too soon. I don't think I pulled the SL version of her, right? She's got to be worth more than 20, right? Let me do a quick search. Merlin. Yeah, at least 30. Which ones did I pull here? Oh, Lucifer. Dragon Knight Forte. Got some of them mixed up, but 50-ish. Search your deck for a spell, reveal it, and add it to your hand. Fair. So on play, yeah, I can see that. And it costs 3. Yeah, that seems like a really great card. One thing I don't like about Shadowverse is you can't mix cards together. If you're Dragoncraft or Abyssalcraft, you can't mix them together like you can with most other card games. I just don't like that restriction. Everything else is fine though. Besides that, the game's cool. How does that work with the horse girls? But if you play all horse girls, can you add any spell and any follower from um any of the crafts or no? I'm not really sure how that worked when I was reading it. You can play an Uma deck and you can use any card of any class. Only from the move set though. That's not too bad. I have to wait for different crossovers though, because I don't think I can get into that anime. I'm afraid I actually might like it if I watch it, so I'm not going to do that. All right, another one of her. Ancient Elf Evolved. Because what else can they cross Shadowverse over with? Have they made deals outside of the IPs that they own? Swordsman actually sells for quite a bit for a silver card. Could spoil it. Yeah, go ahead. I like spoilers on certain things. Movies, not so much, and shows, but for card games, spoil away. Okay, so this box did not have a bell ringer unless it's in this last pack. So we may not get 10 for 10. Nope. So close. Speed running pack openings is exhausting. Because I really want to get through all 10 of these before I end the stream. And it's not even that when I end it, I'm not even done working. I gotta sort these out, get them listed. Then I can relax and wait for orders to come in. Between set 6 and 7, there's Idol Master, an Idol anime. And after set 10, it currently confirmed Vanguard crossover. Like Vanguard, like the actual card game Vanguard. Bellringer Angel. Okay, so maybe not flawless, but we're getting there. It's going to be very close to having almost every single box. Yeah, with these cards, I can make so many decks. Vanguard cards are smaller though, right? Like physical size smaller? Because if that's what I'm thinking of, then it's annoying. I gotta buy different sleeves. Oh, got some hits. She is. Where is she? Being blind again. I gotta search it up. I was expecting a lot more. It looks like I'm like I big hit, and I looked it up. It was uh like $13. Disappointment. But yeah, it looks nice. Same size as Yu-Gi-Oh for Vanguard. Yeah, could be better. The only thing like I'm seeing is are you talking about like right is it that? No, wait a minute. What am I looking at? Where am I looking? Okay, just making sure. Have they been grading these yet? As far as sending them into PSA, CGC? Like, I'm wondering if I sell it, would people care? Most people don't unless you're sending in. Got a Merlin. Okay. Still a decent box, though, so far. And a Lucifer Evolves. All right. So, but going back to the crossovers. So, Idol Master. Is the anime any good? Or have you seen it, I should say? Swordsman. I'll take it. Yeah, the stacks of cards are getting so high, it's going to mess with my autofocus soon. But the beauty about it is, while all these will sell, like the bottom ones, as far as the hits, a lot of these bulk will sell too. Most people buy, um, they'll buy a play set of some really expensive cards and they'll add on some bronze and silver. Actually, let me move this stack away. All right, moving on. We need another bellringer to make up for the last pack. Princess Connect. It's a mobile game I played. Slowly dies in popularity. What kind of game is it? So I'm still trying to figure out if I hate anime or I like anime, or I'm like picky about it because like I liked Attack on Titan. I thought that was a pretty cool anime. But I haven't really watched many other ones. Side games property. I don't see why it wouldn't happen if it's part of their one of their IPs, because if they put it in the card game and the cards are good and people start throwing them in the decks, it might draw them over to playing that game. But does Shadowverse have a lot of lore in general? Like without the crossovers? Do they go in detail of all the actual leaders? I haven't looked into it too much. But mainly because I like the strategy of the game, less about the lore. No, I didn't pay any attention to it either. Yeah, I kind of clicked through it also, not gonna lie. Another Ancient Elf. It's a decent hit for sales. I don't even know what the most popular anime card game is. Because at some point everyone was talking about Grand Archive. Like it was the best, like the hottest thing. But now they have this, which is, it's anime, One Piece anime. So out of nowhere, they all kind of sprung up. All right, last pack in this box to get another bellringer. Has to be, yeah. Oh, I forgot about the, let's see, I'm thinking about pronunciation. It's pronounced Weiss Schwarz, right? German. Is it a German company or is it a Japanese company? But I tried looking into playing it and it was confusing me. It seems to be like the gameplay of that comes secondary to just like the IPs in general. All right, 2 more boxes left. But the only one I opened of the Weisschwarz ones is Avatar. I thought Avatar had a huge following and it'd be pretty good, but I have some major complaints about that card game. And the major complaint is they don't use original art all the time. It's like screenshots of the actual anime. I think it could be a lot better if they paid some artists to do some original artwork. But at the same time, I bet you they're getting away with making so many sets because they don't even have to. That's true. I have to agree with you. I don't think I got scammed. They wouldn't have known that these were in here. But I'm not going to be completely happy unless I get 10 bell ringers. Look what I got. Well, I have one more to add to it. Such a nice card. Let's see. Not counting the Evolve version, because that one doesn't cost that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I ain't gonna lie, opening this many boxes is tiring. My arm, just from holding it up in front of me and just ripping through packs, it's getting tiring. It's like 5 boxes. It took me how many years? I don't know, like 20 years before I opened a single like booster box. I would always just buy single packs. Like I'd go to the store and be like, let me get a pack of Magic and things like that. But I'm not looking forward to opening my Digimon cards that I got. I got 2, 4, 6 cases of booster boxes for Digimon that I have to open. We got an Evolved Bellringer. Even though not $17 or ever how much it is, it's still going to sell because people usually buy them together. 12? No, 6 cases of Digimon. I think. I don't remember. I was just buying. But yeah, if I didn't sell these cards or didn't have a store or YouTube channel or anything like that, there's zero way I'd be able to afford any of this stuff. Oh. Yeah, I read that wrong. You're right. Yeah, it's 12 booster boxes in a case. I have one listed on tcgplayer, like the entire case, just to see if someone would buy it. So far, no one has. Because I'm not very excited to open it, mostly just because it's all the same set. So after a while, it kind of wears off. Good part about opening the same thing, though, is at least I know what I'm looking for. Like I've opened so much of this set that I know the rares to look for, the uncommons to look for. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna stream that. Just be like opening Digimon until I pass out. That was that box. One last box, and it's the box that's sitting on the table. Yeah, I used to open them just by myself in my room. I mean, it's basically this, but I had no one to talk to, so I appreciate all the company. Because it doesn't really go much faster off stream. I probably would go slower off stream because I'd be taking so many breaks. Opening Digimon until I die. But that means I'd have to die. I can't give up. Got to give the people what they want. Check that out. Another Dark Dragoon Forte. SL version. You're at small price to pay. Let's see what that hit is. It is. Well, that's not the right version of it. Dragoon. SL. $27 is the lowest one. But in all seriousness, open the Digimon one. I might do like a opening until I get a certain card. At the same time, that could last forever too, and I just could not get it. I did that with Battle Spirits, where I was like opening until I get a Gundam. But I'm gonna have to save the Digimon boxes until, I don't know, I offload some of this product. Opening until I hit a certain amount of money. That could be an interesting concept. I gotta adjust my setup a little bit though if I wanted to do that. I'd have to make it more streamlined, a better way to add the money as I'm going. Because right now I only have two screens and I'm clicking through them. It's getting confusing. All right, I'm worried that this box is not going to have another bellringer in it. I need to get double digits on it. Also, I haven't been getting many executions. Those are always nice to kind of like pad the box and be like, well, they're $5 each. But if I did a case of Digimon opening on a live stream, what would be the certain amount that I'd aim for, you think? What would be a good one? All right, another SL right here. Now you got me looking for print marks, but I'm not really seeing anything on that one. That one looks pretty good. You see this token stack. It's like off camera, but it's massive. Another swordsman. That's pretty good. Silver. Why is this such a good silver? Actually, let me see. Select an enemy follower on the field and engage it. And tap select an enemy follower. Okay. All right. Comes out the gate tapping other people's followers. And lucky was Gabriel. It was... Yeah. That's disappointing. Just pulling the Gabriel was kind of disappointing, though. Because I think, is that the lowest cost one for that rarity? yeah, $14 seems like such a low amount for, the pull rates of them. And I forgot. Is it just because of what she does? Select on the following field, give it +4, +3, and a sale. It's fanfare. Is it just the cost of it being 6? It seems useful to me. All right, these are the 3 last packs we have. And just a reminder, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's never played in any deck. Janky decks are fun. All right, 2 more packs to go. Better be hidden in here. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a deck with her. Because it's almost not worth selling at 14. Might be one of those just hold on to her. And then maybe if someone can build a deck. Yeah, now we're down to 1 pack because it wasn't in this one. All right. This is it. Let's do this slower. I don't think it's in here. Nope. It's all right, though. Like, what are the odds, anyways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2. I mean, technically, I did get 10 bellringer angels. I feel like that's what the universe is like. Just you asked for 10 different versions, but you got 10. All right. Let's do a quick review here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 executions. $5 a piece, not bad. And then we already know the 10, 8 regular bell or 7 regular bell ringer angels, 1 SL, and then 2 evolved versions. I was hoping for more Merlins. I just got a playset, which I guess I can't really hate on a playset of Merlin. Because that's the second thing I want to play. If I'm not going to play Abyssal Craft, then I might go with a deck built around Merlin. We got a bunch of these, but I don't know, besides the one you pointed out, I don't know which one is actually going to be worth much. I'm going to hold on to her just because she's in some decks I made. $8 card there. Craze Executioner. I feel like that's going to be worth some money. And then a large stack. Gabriel, of course. Ancient Elf. A lot of people are playing, or at least ordering. I don't know if the decks are any good, but what does she do? Evolve Ward. Return another card on your field to its owner hand. Give the follower +1/+1. I mean, it costs 2. Maybe it's the low cost. Some Lucifers, Flaming Glass. I think people are experimenting with Made Leader foil $5. That's not bad. I think a lot of people are experimenting with this card, but can't make it work just because everyone I've had has sold. Same with the Harness Glass, Harness Flame. People are trying. They just haven't, made a deck yet. A lot of Gabriels. Rose Queen. Same with Cerberus. See a lot of people ordering them. Merlin Evolved, people do get those. Got a couple of them. But now we're just getting into just duplicates at this point. Then for the SLs, we pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I forgot. The Dragon Fortes should be there. Yeah, the art in that is just incredible. Sea Queen, I really thought she was going to be worth a lot more when I pulled her initially. Lucifer, like you said, dropped in price. And then Cerberus. A lot of people making decks with this too. I don't know if it works or not. So are you actually going to buy the case then? Like, are you really going to put in that money? That's a commitment. And then these two. Little disappointment. So that one does have that print line up there. But she's also $14, which isn't great. But this one, a lot better, a lot nicer hit. Seems like they do a pretty good job on the actual the chase cards. I didn't get any of the leaders I wanted though. Hunting for a second. As far as you got this version of him, her. I say everyone go out and buy a case. Yeah. I feel like the leaders also, they should have abilities on them. Doesn't seem like it matters who you pick unless you have that sidekick app, and then it's just the voice. Is that if you get the money back from the Digimon cards or when you get it back? I don't know if they were actually gonna refund you. And if you live closer, I would split a case with you. Or if we work something out, we can do that too. Like maybe I buy the case and then we split it up halfway and then I send half of it to a place in Detroit and then your brother picks it up and then your mom takes it from your brother and gives it to you. I know it's a roundabout way, but it's something. Because I don't necessarily need all the all the boxes at once. Cases are just too much for me to handle in general. Like look at this stack. Well, actually, I'm not even done. There's more of them. There's more of them. It just never ends. Yeah. I think that'd be a better way. I mean, unless you're selling, because if you're selling, sure, then get the case. But if you're just looking to get hits for your decks, like you saw how many duplicates I had, even the actual just the legendary cards here. I didn't even get a full case this go around, and I have play sets of almost everything. I mean, we already know about the bellringers. I can make what is that? About 3 different decks with play sets. You get a real motorcycle sound if you just put a couple of these in there. I like it, but what am I going to do with all these? Because even if I sell them like a quarter each, because that's my floor when it comes to TCG player, if I sell them, these things are so thick for envelopes. You start putting them in, you put a shipping shield in there, and it's just too much. It's going to be too thick just for 25 cents. I Unless they're adding them in packs for protection, I really think they should only have these tokens inside the in starter decks. Like people with starter decks, like every game, they need a reason for people to buy the starter decks. And by putting tokens and putting all these other cards in the actual boosters, it it defeats the purpose. No one's buying starter decks unless there's specific cards you can only get from starter decks. But I'm trying to let me grab my other box. Like I've been trying to, like offload her, but again, like I'm saying, the leaders don't do anything. So it's really hard to put some value on this besides someone just wants some, I don't know, some cool points when they just drop that leader down. And then same thing with him. So far, no one's bought an actual leader card for me. Not a single person, but I think that's because the prices of them. I think they're like $40, 50. You only need one, and you only need your favorite one. Not in the leaders, like the ones they have released, or just leaders in general. Yeah, I agree because the ultimates are gonna. I mean, they're they have a function. Yeah, is it the same art? So, like, is this the same art that's in the Swordcraft starter deck? Because if it is, and this is just foil, then yeah, they did kind of a poor job at just including leaders and booster boxes. Like other cards I've seen usually have like a gold signature or something like that. Like Vice Schwartz does that where they have it. Yeah, it's not good enough. At least for me, it's got to be different. You have to have a different art if you're going to be making chase cards that that you can find in a starter deck. Where are you from, by the way? Are you on the East Coast? Like, is it late for you right now? I knew I saw the signed cards from somewhere. They do have them in the horse girl boxes. Like I was trying to think about that. I think Shadowverse does it. Are you from Greece? 7 a.m. Wow. All right. So does that mean you woke up early or you stayed up late? Yeah, I'm used to most people just from the United States or Canada kind of hopping in. When I was opening up some other Digimon ones, there was some people from the UK. So yeah, I think there needs to be more Shadowverse people, just in general, as far as streamers and YouTubers. There's not a lot, but it's starting to grow though. But yeah, me waking up at like 5 in the morning, that's never going to happen. Only time I'll do that is if I have to wake up and go to the airport to fly somewhere. Any other time, I'm waking up at probably around like 11 a.m., noon, even at work. Like when I go to work, I go in a lot later than the average person. So is there an LGS that you play at? Or do you play online? You got to make that money. You got to get up at 7. Yeah, but if you get up at 7 and you go to work, in theory, you'll be coming home a lot earlier than me. I'll go in at maybe 11, but then I got to stick around. Um, it's a trade off. But something about nighttime. When it's nighttime, I'm more productive. And this morning, I didn't want to open all these boxes. As soon as the sun went down, I'm like, all right, it's time. That's lucky, though, that you have somewhere to play. I think there's something really nice about having a small game to play where it's not, because imagine if this was like One Piece, you would probably wouldn't have fun if the boxes were $100+ $200, everything's selling high. I would quit. I mean, that's what happened with One Piece. I quit One Piece just because of that. I was gonna start doing box openings and I was gonna play, and I could not keep up with the prices. So Shadowverse is that nice middle ground. Yes, because the boxes aren't $100, um, but they're decently priced. You do get less cards than a One Piece box or other games, but I think it's a nice sweet spot. And this is my post opening break where I'm like, I got to catch my breath now. So I have mixed feelings about proxying. So uh, if I was to proxy Shadowverse, I wouldn't feel bad because I pumped a ton of money by buying the booster boxes from LGSs, and the money keeps cycling. But for for example, like One Piece, I probably don't care about either because it's so popular. But Legions, Realms at War, because it's a small company, I did proxy a deck. I felt bad. It's almost like I'm stealing the game from them. Yeah, I think the deck that I built for let me actually let me find the card that I'm trying to build the deck around. Because I think got to find the deck builder site for this. Shadowverse deck builder. I don't even want to show the deck that I built because it's probably trash. Uh, but um, I don't even remember my login. Hmm. Like, is there multiple deck builders? I really forgot which one I signed up for. Oh yeah, there's different deck builders. I did it on the actual official Bushi Road. See, so you know what I'm talking about. You pump money into it, therefore you're like, I could proxy a little bit. All right, let me. All right, so this is the deck that I threw together, and I wish I could. Oh no, I can make them bigger. Like I like the idea of the ghosts, because this counts as a ghost in the name, and when you evolve it, where's my evolved deck? So when it dies, it goes into the EX area. So I'm like, well, maybe this could be good, but where is he? That's the evolver. This guy. So I really like the idea of him. And then the evolved, just like I was saying, if it dies, it goes in the EX area. So you don't need, you don't need all of them. Or you don't need 3 of them, I don't believe. But it raises their attack. And then you can get your gargantuan ghosts. So this is just something I came up with, and I don't know if it's going to be any good at all. But I think it's going to be fun. And it fits my theme, my undead theme. I'm still working on the ratios though. As far as, do I need 3 of these cards or 2 of them? I'm not too sure. Like the Undead King, I don't think I need 3 just because, it brings back followers from the cemetery and it costs 6, even though he's, pretty hefty. Card that goes 5. I mean, that's a good way of doing it. If you're going to proxy some cards and then just, until you can draw it. Yeah. I think that's what I need to do. I need to start thinking that way, where it's I'm going to proxy the cards until I pull them, and that's not so bad. But yeah, I think this will be good. It'll have a rush of ghosts going out, even though they die at the end of the turn. This guy keeps coming back to give your leader. Oh yeah, sacrifice some life, and he comes back, on the field. So it's kind of that eternal staying alive. All right. I'll catch you later, Prodigious. Have a good night, but I'm probably going to get off too soon. I'm tired. It's 9 p.m. Yeah, I wanted to control the tempo of it to where, who is it? I got to find out what card I'm thinking of. No. because I don't have the cards to make it yet because I haven't opened the other boxes I have of the other sets. I have most of the actually I think I have all the Genesis ones. Is it him? It might be him. Russian Bane. So just running those ghosts into their bigger creatures. Like that's what I wanted, or their followers. That's what I want to do. So it's like, oh, you have a big actual follower out there. I'm going to take one little tiny ghost, run it. It does damage. You know, both will die. This took me hours. Yep, just hours to make. But yep, I'm gonna get off for the night. I'll probably be back at it a little later, but I'm tired. I think it's time for me to actually eat. I haven't eaten yet. I've just been drinking this wine. Oh no, I spent all this time making this deck based on the cards. Now I gotta go. I gotta get set for it. You're right. I gotta look at the cards and see what I can get rid of. Um, but I gotta play test it some more. I'm gonna be like Prodigious. I'm gonna be playing against him on some live streams for some Shadowverse and some other games. Um, no one locally plays, so I have to get webcam games going. Oh yeah, thank you for sticking around. It was fun. It makes the deck or the box opening so much better. But yeah, look out for some videos. I got some other box openings coming, and I'll be around. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think we're doing it on the 6th. Yeah, the 6th of April. Yeah, we're gonna be playing um, and trying to get more people into the game. But all right, I'm getting out of here. So thanks for hanging out, and I would say have a good night, but your morning just started, so have a good rest of your day.